Okay, today we are going to make a Thanksgiving cornucopia. So what you need to do that is you need 2 cans of breadsticks. Today I have Pillsbury. I actually would prefer if you just got the cheaper Best Choice or whatever your grocery store brand is, because these tend to be perforated and it's better when they're in longer strips. You need to make sure you have Pam. You need to have something to make your shape, like this is a megaphone. You need about 4 pieces of foil, and I have the foil off to the side here. And then you also need some type of seeds, okay? This year, just because I have them in my cupboard, I'm going to use poppy seeds. You can use sesame seeds or whatever seeds you would like. The other thing you need, and my lovely assistant will be preparing that, is you do need to have 1 beaten egg. Okay, so what you want to do first is you want to make your form for the cornucopia. I take this megaphone. I have used this for years. It's hard plastic. I actually will put this in the oven with my bread stick on it. It does not melt. The bread is only in for 15 minutes. But I do cover the megaphone with foil, and I'm actually going to make it into a shape of a cornucopia so that I just have a form to follow. So I'm not fancy with this. I will just take some foil, make a nice tail so that there's something sturdy to wrap the breadsticks around. I'm going to take one more piece. Bria? I can't see it anymore.
Still going.
Okay.
You're still running.
There we go. Sorry, I couldn't see my form for a minute. I'm going to make my tail just a little bit longer. So you have a foil form. Now, you might be asking, okay, well, what if I don't have that megaphone to make the cone around? You can actually just make a cornucopia out of foil and then just shove it full of extra foil to make it more firm, just like I did with the tail. So it's a pretty solid piece. Okay.
It's an egg.
The next step that you have to do is make sure that you spray the cornucopia. Okay, the next step, once you have your form made, your foil cornucopia, you have to spray it with Pam. This is critical because you don't want the breadsticks to stick to the form, and it'll really assist with getting the form off. Okay, so spray it well with Pam. Okay, now we're going to open up our breadsticks. Just put that off to the side. Like I said, I would have preferred the cheaper brand because they come in longer sticks. But don't send your husband to the store because he'll buy you the good stuff. Okay. So we're going to take out the breadsticks. You can see the perforations. So they're just going to be more pieces to work with, which is fine. We can handle it. We've done it before. The Cheapo Depot breadsticks, they come in just one long piece. So what you're going to do is we're going to rip these all apart. And if my assistant would open my second can. Okay, so you can really use any kind of dough that you want. If there's another, You can just make dough if you want. I think this is just easier to do. Get out the pieces. Okay. All right. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece and we're going to start at the top of the cone and we are going to wrap it around, okay? And just literally cover the cone, okay? I'll take the next piece, kind of pinch it together and keep wrapping it. Okay, take the next piece, just overlap it from the one before and just kind of pinch it together. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. Once it cooks, it actually looks really pretty when there's actually bumps, little bumps in the cornucopia. It makes it look real. Just stop it. Wrapping it around so you can see if you had longer pieces of breadsticks, you wouldn't have to keep stopping as much, but it's okay. Like I said, you just keep it going. Make sure you cover all the foil. Oh, while I'm doing this, I was preheating the oven.
So how much?
Preheat the oven to 375. Bria, can you unwrap the other can of breadsticks? I just go back and I pinch it, and it looks really pretty with all the little breadsticks in the little lines. Adds to the beauty. If you have someone that's willing to help you, that's even better. As you can see, Bria is unwrapping the second set of breadsticks for me. I'm sticking my hand now in the cornucopia in the form. All the way. Thank you. I have a couple that, let me have yours, the last one. And I have a couple extra, and what you can do if you want is you can just take, obviously this is pretty pliable, it's kind of like Play-Doh, and you could braid 3 together if you wanted, you could twist, and you could just make a little kind of fancy rim if you'd like, but you don't have to do that. It'll turn out pretty whichever way you decide to go. I just kind of decide, sometimes mine makes it all the way around, sometimes it really doesn't, so I kind of go with it. Looks pretty. And as you can see now, I've got a really nice cornucopia. Any of the little sticking up ones I kind of push in. And there's my phone. Okay, and then the next thing we do, we have it ready to go, and oh, we had one little piece come off, so we just put it and we squish it together, pinch it together, Bree, my lovely assistant, and then I just paint on the egg. So all this is an egg wash, which is some just a beaten up egg. That's it, just to help to make it golden brown when it bakes. And then Bria, will you get out the poppy seeds?
Shake them on there.
Yep, and then just whatever seed of choice you pick, you just sprinkle a few on. Looks gorgeous even before it goes in the oven. Great. And it does not have to be perfect, because believe it or not, it'll look even better if it's not exactly perfect when it comes out. Yes. Okay, that's it. And we're going to take it and we're going to put it in our preheated oven. We're going to bake it for, well, I bake it until it's golden brown, which is approximately 20 minutes. So I'm going to set the timer for 15 and I'll check. How do we do? Okay, so you can decide how brown you want your cornucopia. I ended up baking mine 20 minutes, and you can see how beautiful and golden brown it is. It kind of fell over, but I don't care, because every year my cornucopia is a little bit different, and it is going to be gorgeous. You can see how nice and golden brown it is. You can see it on this side. And what I'm going to do next, after I shut the oven, is I'm going to let it sit for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and then I'm actually going to take this whole piece, the whole cornucopia, and I'm going to put it in the freezer and freeze it overnight, because then the megaphone just gently pulls right out once the piece is frozen, because if I pulled it out right now, it may pull the cornucopia apart. And then what I like to do is I put it on a wooden tray and I fill it with cut vegetables that come flowing out of the cornucopia, and a dip, which I will show you a picture of when it is complete tomorrow. Okay, and here you can see your cornucopia complete with cut vegetables. I put carrots and peppers, cherry tomatoes, broccoli, cauliflower. I added some pea pods this year, and then I usually serve it with some kind of a ranch dressing or whatever you would like. And it is a hit at any party. Okay, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.